Hi, this is Joe White, and this is the Grow Real Estate Investing Podcast. Today I want to talk about days on market. What days on market refers to is how many days a property has been for sale without finding a buyer, or how many days on the market a rental property has been without finding a tenant. If you're looking at a property for sale or rent in the MLS, the multiple listing service, or any real estate property sites, you'll often see DOM. That stands for days on market. And it's usually there because many buyers and real estate agents also seem to believe that you can use that as a tool to gauge things like if the seller or landlord might be motivated. The thought being that the longer days on market are, the more desperate to sell or more desperate to find a tenant someone might be. As an experienced real estate agent, I can tell you it's actually kind of the opposite. When I see high days on market number and a property has sat for a while, I always think unreasonable seller. This person hasn't accepted any reasonable offers and they very well might not. But that's a different podcast for a different day. For our purposes today, we're going to talk just about rental properties and their days on market. Essentially, just how much vacancy is going to affect you. Obviously, most real estate investors and landlords know that longer days on market are undesirable. And they already know that they are losing money by the day. We all know that vacancy is expensive. But I don't know if everyone knows just how expensive vacancy is. As most of you already know, I own rental properties. My wife and I are partners. But I also own a real estate brokerage, and I own a fairly large property management company in Philadelphia called Grow Property Management. So vacancy and days on market are pretty much my everyday. At any given day, I have vacant properties I need to find tenants for. Days on market is a metric that we track at our property management company really closely. To us, it's like one of the things we grade ourselves on for our property management report card. And we track our average days on market versus all the other property management companies in our market. We want to know that we have far fewer lower days on market than other property management companies, because that's one of the ways we know we're a better company. And I also want to be able to look potential clients in the eye when I tell them that we'll make them far more money than they'll ever spend on us. And having vacancies with very, very low days on market is one of those ways that we will make them more money. That's one of the ways we'll earn our money. But also vacancy is very expensive for our client. And, this is our job. So let me use an example of a property that has a market value of $1,500 a month. That means it should rent for $1,500 within a reasonable amount of time. If we take the $1,500, we divide it by 30 days in a month. Of course, some months have more days, some have less. I think the average is 30.42 in most years, I believe. But to keep this clean, let's just use 30. So $1,500 rent divided by 30 days in a month gets us $50 per day. So each day that $1,500 rental is vacant is going to cost our client $50. And that's a pretty heavy penalty for not finding a tenant. That's more than a parking ticket here in Philadelphia. And that is per day. In 4 days, we're up to $200. So now in our market, we beat our competition's days on market by 21.3 days. At $50 per day, that's 1,065 days. And if the rental is $2,300 a month, which is just under our average rental price for the properties that we manage, it goes up to $76 per day. At 21.3 days, that's over $1,618 lost. My point here isn't to promote my property management company over others. Call my business, and I will certainly be happy to do that. I know most viewers of my podcast are not local here in Philadelphia. So if you're seeking to engage a property management company, check their reviews. Very important. But also check average days on market for each company. $1,618 lost every time a tenant moves out is a very, very big hit. So my intention is to point something out that I know is taken seriously, but I don't think it's always taken seriously enough. I don't know if my numbers are surprising to you or not. I do know it surprises my clients when I break it down for them. Sometimes we get a lot of accidental landlords. We get a lot of folks that have great disposable income. Perhaps they're a couple doctors, husband and wife. They have the ability to move to a new upgraded home and keep their current home as a rental. And they'll often just kind of take their time, which I get. Take they should take their time. They shouldn't be stressed about it. But when I actually break down the numbers for them, they're often kind of surprised. So it's something to consider. This is Joe White with the Grow Real Estate Investing Podcast. Happy investing.